Tremendous.
Amazing, right?
Unbelievable. Such big sizes.
Yeah.
So quality. Hard to find that, No diminishing returns on that guy.
Steven, what were your thoughts on the defense overall last night? Guys last night said it was an effort thing mostly, but anything tactically that you all did at a high level that was different?
No, honestly, we didn't even do a pretty good job at it, to be honest. Yeah. They missed a lot of open shots that they wanted. It's just that they just didn't make it, honestly. We had a lot of lapses defensively. They just missed shots, so you can't say that we did anything great on defense, like greater or whatever. We did our normal and had a lot of lapses that we needed to take care of. When I say lapses, it's like not so much the scramble situations, it's like real basic stuff. Yeah, so sure.
Does that answer your question?
Sure. Yeah, there you go.
Each guy that's been in that starting shooting guard spot's brought something a little bit different to the group. What does Corey provide you with that group?
Mate, he's a lot of energy, mate. He's really good at leak outs and just cutting. He moves a lot constantly off the ball, which really helps out the offense. But it's like, you don't just move just because. He's quite smart with his timing of his cuts and whatnot, because he won't get in the way of the play. He actually really helps out with the play. You have to be quite savvy with that. He's been doing it for a long time, so he knows the reads. He brings all that,
What's he been like as a teammate so far?
It's good, mate. Yeah, it's good, mate. He's the same, So the rest of the boys, just good fella. Yeah.
What happened on, what do you recall of what happened on just the play where Terrence got hurt yesterday when you guys clanged heads?
Said it right there, mate. Just clanged heads and that's it.
Anything else?
Steven, I don't know if you've been asked this yet, but throughout the year, people have asked about the NCAA and whether or not players should be able to go directly from high school to the pros.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, they have the one-and-done system where a player has to go for at least a year, or they have to be like a year removed from their high school graduation. How do you feel about that rule?
Honestly, mate, I haven't looked into it too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I could tell you that, I don't know, it's weird, because I don't know the background on it. I can't give you, because I really haven't read up on it, so I can't give you like a good answer or like an honest answer. I could give you someone else's ideas that you probably already bloody read, so, yeah, but I don't know, mate. You guys can deal with it, mate.
So
from New Zealand, you guys.
So say some team wanted to draft a kid out of high school and he was good enough to be able to warrant getting drafted by a team. You don't think that would be okay for a kid to just be drafted out of high school and go to and play in the NBA?
Do I think it's okay?
Yeah,
I mean, for me, well, think about what do they do internationally, international ball? They get high school kids, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they can still go to school as well. So, I mean, I'm just taking it from international. I'm not saying that's what they should do, but that's what they do overseas and stuff. You could probably look at their systems and kind of draw some sort of conclusions from there. But other than that, mate, you're going to get nothing out of me.
And San Antonio, they haven't had the season they'd hoped to because of their personnel injuries and stuff like that, but they always seem to go about their business the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So when you begin to prepare for a team like that, where do you start?
That's how to prepare for someone like Spurs.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're a different sort of team than your average scout. Yeah, I mean, obviously they're a high caliber team, and it's just their systems. That's what makes them super deadly, and it's constantly changing. They're doing a few different things that I notice because I watch everything. I watch all their stuff. They've been changing. They're kind of evolving their offense, kind of going away from what they've done over the last probably 7 years, and start going towards something. I'm not giving you stuff just because, but yeah, to scout for it, it's just the same. It's the same rules. Every team knows it's the same rules with these teams, but they're very difficult to do. You just say, you got to take with this and this, but they're very, very difficult to do when you're in that situation. And so that's the hard thing about them. The scout's great, but executing it is that's the toughest part.
Specifically on defense, it seems like regardless of the roster every year, they're always really good at not fouling on defense.
Who's that?
San Antonio.
Yeah.
What makes them so good about just not fouling too much defensively and keeping those free throws down?
Yeah, I think it's more just the awareness of their help side. I mean, their communications are really good. Even when playing them, you hear the communication, and all that does is, like, say someone's on the ball, usually get those on-ball fouls if you're really trying to get back in front. But you know, they hear the help, so they know they don't have to foul because the trap's coming. You know what I mean? So stuff like that really helps out with fouls in that sense. But again, it's just drilling them in, and the players that just do a good job at just being aware of sort of body positions and whatnot, making sure their hands are out. I'm sorry, man. I'm just beating you up in there. Yeah, you know, just going vertical and whatnot. So, yeah, I think it just comes down to just their system again. They've been drilling it over the years and years and years, and their culture is built around that, you know. So, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, Stephen.